The spotlight falls on Imperial Russia, 1762. Catherine the Great has just seized the throne, igniting Russia's most dazzling golden age. With a quill in one hand and ambition in the other, this German-born empress transforms a backward nation into a European powerhouse. But how? First, she writes constantly. Letters fly to Voltaire and Diderot while she drafts progressive laws until dawn. She's bringing enlightenment to the frozen north, establishing Russia's first state-funded schools for girls and modernizing medicine when most monarchs focused solely on warfare. St. Petersburg blossoms. The Winter Palace gleams with gold and crystal, attracting Europe's greatest minds. Mathematicians Euler and Bernoulli solve equations in palatial halls. Catherine builds the Hermitage, not just as her private gallery but as a temple to human achievement, eventually housing over 4,000 paintings. Meanwhile, Russian literature finds its voice. Young poets gather in smoky salons, debating identity and destiny while inventing new art forms. The foundations for Pushkin, Tolstoy and Dostoevsky are being laid in these candlelit rooms. Yet shadows lengthen behind the golden facades. The peasantry remains enslaved while Catherine exchanges philosophical letters about freedom. Her armies expand south and west, swallowing territory and peoples. Poland disappears from the map. In her winter study, the aging empress examines a gleaming microscope gifted by a British scientist. Beyond her window, newly planted gardens and classical architecture stretch to the horizon, all created by her will. When she dies in 1796, Russia has doubled in size, established itself as a cultural giant, and connected to Western intellectual tradition. The empire she forged will dominate world affairs for another century. Catherine's Russia, where serfs built palaces they could never enter, and Enlightenment ideas flourished under absolute power, embodies the brilliant contradictions of every golden age.